Good morning, Year 2, and welcome to your English lesson. I'm going to share my screen now and let's get started. Okay, so it's our Friday starter. So we have got a passage of text here, all about a little old man called John and a little old woman called Joan. And what we need to do is we need to go through and we need to check that we've got the full stops and the capital letters in the right place. Okay, and have we got the right capital letters where they need to be, and are the full stops in the right place, and all those kind of things. So I'm going to read it to you and you are going to work out where the capital letters need to go. So once upon a time there lived a little old man called John and a little old woman called Joan. One Friday, John planted some seeds he had bought from the market in a town named Hamilton. One of the seeds grew and grew until the following Saturday, when a huge green stalk grew out of the soil towards the sky. Joan, who'd been watching the plant grow, was very upset about this. "What are we going to do now?" she cried. "I will have to call Zach, the gardener, all the way from London to cut this beast of a tree down." So they've used their full stops correctly, but what we need to do is we need to see where the capital letters go. And they've used some capital letters in the wrong place and some capital letters aren't there when they should be there. So pause the screen now and have a go at working out where the capital letters need to go. Off you go. Okay, let's work through and let's see where the capital letters. So once upon a time there was a little old man called John. Does John need a capital letter? Yes, it does, because it's a name of a person. So that needs to be a capital J, not a small one. And a little old woman, does woman need to be a capital? They've put a capital there. Does it need to have a capital letter? No, it doesn't, because it's not a name or of a place or a person. It's a normal noun. Called Joan. So Joan is a name. Does that need to have a capital letter? Yes, it does. One Friday. Oh, Friday hasn't got a capital letter, and it needs one because it's the name of a day of the week. One Friday, John has got a capital letter this time, well done, planted some seeds he had bought from the market in a town named Hamilton. Which word in here needs the capital letter? It's going to be the word Hamilton, because the word Hamilton is the name of the town. So let's put a capital, needs to be a capital H there. Fantastic. Full stop, capital letter, lovely. One of the seeds grew and grew until the following Saturday. We've got another name of a day of the week, so that needs a capital letter, and it hasn't. When a huge green stalk grew out of the soil towards the sky. Fantastic, full stop. Now, after my full stop, I don't have a capital, and also it's a name, so it's a double reason to have a capital. Joan, who had been watching the plant grow, was very upset about this, full stop. What comes after our full stop? Capital letter. It needs to have a capital there. "What are we going to do now?" she cried. "I will have," full stop, capital letter. "I will have to call Zach." Yeah, Zach's a name, so it needs a capital letter. Well done. "The gardener, all the way from London." London needs a capital letter because it's a place, "to cut this beast of a tree down." So well done if you've got all of those capital letters that were needed and all of those ones that weren't needed as well. Fantastic. Let's move on. So again, we've got our words that we were talking about and we've been learning all this week. And let's see today if you can use as many of those words as possible in your writing. Okay, we're going to see how much of this text you have remembered. So I'm going to put me over there so you can hardly see me. And we're going to read it through together and you can join in as much as possible. If you can, try not to read it and try to use the pictures to help you. Early one morning, my mother set me a task. "Take this basket to Grandpa's house," she said, "and fetch some warm, crusty bread rolls from him for our lunch." The way to Grandpa's house was through the forest, and the weather was chilly. So I put on my red coat and set off quickly with the basket. This is the bit I love. I tiptoed through the forest and the leaves went crunch. My tummy gave a rumble. When will it be time for lunch? After a while, I came to a den. Out came a fox who shouted, "Who's there? Go away!" "Please, may I get past?" I pleaded. "I need to get to Grandpa's old wooden house." "Oh, okay," said the fox. "That's tickety-boo." Later, I came to a campfire. A snake slithered out and hissed, "Why are you here?" "Please, may I get past?" I begged. "I need to get some bread from my grandpa." "Oh, okay," said the snake. "That's simply splendid." Then I came to a gate, and from behind the gate stepped a cat to greet me. "Please, may I get past?" I grovelled. "I need to get to Grandpa's house to fetch some crusty bread rolls for lunch." "Oh, okay," said the cat. "That's fine and fabulous." After a while, I came to a clearing where there was a twisting, winding stone pathway. I followed the stone pathway until I came to Grandpa's house. And there was Grandpa waiting in the doorway to greet me with the crusty bread rolls. So that's our story. That's what we've learned. We're going to today box it up. So you know about box it ups. We've done them lots of times. We're going to put our story into a beginning, a middle and an end. We're going to write some key sentences so that we know exactly what happened in the story. So today we are going to recall the main parts of the story. In the description. And we're going to order them in the main parts. We're going to use the key vocabulary from the glossary. We're going to use our own adjectives, our own full stops, and we're going to add some of our own ideas as well to the story. So we're going to start with a beginning. We are going to be writing in full sentence, and we're going to do it a step at a time and write together. So where are you going to? Why do you need to go there? So let's think of the story. Early one morning, my mother set me a task to go to my grandpa's house and get the crusty bread rolls. So I'm going to add a bit of detail to mine that's not in the modelled text. So I'm going to use early one winter's morning. My sweet, adding my own adjective, my sweet mother set me a task to fetch the delicious, and I'm going to use crusty. I'm going to make it a noun phrase. So I'm going to put a comma in there and put two adjectives together. The delicious crusty bread rolls from my grandpa's, and that's going to have a capital letter because it's grandpa's. And I'm going to put apostrophe S because it belongs to him, the house, from my grandpa's house. How did I have to get there? Oh, to get to my grandpa's house, I'm going to add an adjective. To get to my kind grandpa's house, I needed to go, or I'm going to use some language from my reading, through the deep, comma, because it's two adjectives together, dark woods. Oh, no, forest, wasn't it? Forest. Oh, I'm going to put woods. I'm going to change my idea. I need to go for the dark woods. It was very chilly, so I put on my pink coat, because you know Mistress, she loves pink. It was very chilly, so I put on my pink coat. So I've used the vocabulary, crusty, chilly. I've put some of my own adjectives in there. Oh, I'm going to put another one, my pink cozy coat, because I love that word, cozy. Okay, lovely. Fantastic. So now can you pause the video and you have a go at writing your introduction. So using the same ideas as Miss Druce used, but see if you can add your own adjectives, your own description of this the day, because remember the morning belongs to the winter season. So off you go. Pause the screen and have a try at writing those first few sentences. Okay, fantastic. And remember, you can send all of your brilliant sentences to year 2 at thepalmeracademy.com. I would love to read them. So who do you see in the forest first? Where are they? How do you feel? So I'm going to go back to my text. I'm going to have a little look. So I'm going to use this line. I tiptoed through the forest and the leaves went crunch. My tummy gave a rumble. When will it be time to lunch? So it was at the den and out came a fox. Who's there? Go away. Please, can I get past? Lovely. So I'm going to use my speech here as well. So let's go back. Right, so walking through the forest, my feet went crunch. My tummy gave a rumble. When will it be time for for lunch. I need to put a question mark at the end because that's a question. Okay, so because I like that phrase that they've used because it rhymes and it goes nicely there. Okay, so out of a smelly den came a cute orange fox. So I've used 2 adjectives in there. Now I go on to a new line because I'm using speech and I open my speech marks. Why are you here? Those speech marks and a question mark because he's asking a question. Shouted the fox. I'm going to reply, so I'm going to a new line because I'm speaking. I'm going to my grandpa's house. Grandpa's house. Please let me get past. Okay. And then the fox is going to say, that's tickety-boo. You could change your answer. You could say, that's brilliant, that's fine, off you go, have a good time, anything. So have a go now at telling me who came out, having a go at writing that key phrase, having a go at who came out of the den, the question they asked, what you answered, and then what the fox said. I need to put in there who said that. I said. Remember, a new line each time a new person speaks. Off you go. Pause the screen now. Okay, fantastic. Well done. Who else are we going to see? That's our next question that we're going to go on to our next pace. And we're going to see who we see next. So where is the second animal? So our second animal was the snake. Let's go back to our text and let's see. Oh, it was at the campfire. So I'm going to use we're going to use a great time conjunction now. We're going to use next. I saw a slithering, creepy snake sitting at the burning campfire. Okay, and again we're going to do the speech. Okay, what are you doing here? Said the snake rudely. Then what we're going to say, so we're going to go on to a new line because we're speaking. Can I get past to my grandpa's house? Question mark, that's a question. I asked, because that's what we use when we're asking a question. Of course. That's fine, said the snake. Who are we going to see next? Can you remember? The final one is the cat. So where is the cat going to be? But first of all, let's pause and you write your sentences of where the next the snake is, where he is, what's it doing, add your own adjectives, and then write your speech that's going to happen. Remember, a new line for a new person speaking. Off you go. Pause, remember. Okay, fantastic. And then you're going to do the final bit all by yourself. So the last bit, you're going to tell me about where was the cat, and do that conversation that you had with the cat. Then how did you get to the house? What did you have to go up? Remember that long and winding road. And then remember you see Grandad, and then what did he give you? So you're going to finish it off. If you need to, scroll back in the video to listen to the text and use that to help you. But the final bit you can do by yourself about the cat and the final bit of meeting Grandad. And then send all of your, box it up, your sentences that you've been writing today to year2@thepalmeracademy.com. And I would love to read them because over the next few weeks, we're going to be using these simple sentences to begin to write our story and make it even more detailed. Okay, have a lovely Friday and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.